Virgo horoscope for March 2025. It's written in the stars whether it's love, career, or self growth. The planets are guiding you to pay attention, act wisely, and embrace your journey. Now, let's look at your calendar for March 2025 for your caution days, your money days, your honey days, your learning days, and your relaxation days. So this video is for March ascendants, and this is Vedic astrology. This is not Western astrology, so please do look up your Vedic sign. Okay, so March is starting off on a very positive note. The first of the month is a very loving, supportive energy, so you should be able to feel that love with your spouse, to feel that love and support, and also you'll see that your energies are very much in sync on the first of the month. Now, moving on to the second and third of the month, this is where your energies are more stressed. You'll find that you have a lot on your mind. Your energies are a little bit irritated here, mentally, emotionally, not good days for you. Now, moving on to the fourth, fifth, and sixth, this is where your energies have now shifted to a more positive area of your chart. This is where you are feeling more optimistic. Your overall viewpoint of life is a little bit more positive on these days. Now, if you have a father figure, if you have a guru, these are good times for you to have that talk with them to get some advice. If you're looking for advice, you should be able to get some nuggets, gems of advice from them. Now, moving on to the seventh and eighth, these are again very positive energies for you to focus on your career. Also, your public image will be highlighted on these days as well. And if you're doing any kind of a meeting, a presentation, anything that you need to hand in at work should get recognized in a very positive light as well. The energies around you at work are very supportive from the 4th up to the 10th, actually. So good energies for you to focus your energies at work, your skill set, how you present yourself at work will be highlighted during that week. Now, the 9th and 10th are also great days for you to do some socializing, do some networking, go out with your friends, have some fun. And if you're someone who is into social media, this is also really good positive days for you as well to do some posting, to make some connections, do some networking on these days. Now, moving on to the 11th, 12th, and 13th, this is where you have to be a little bit mindful of your energies, as you could incur some losses here due to unexpected expenses here. Also, be mindful of your decisions. Keep your decisions pending on these days, as you could make the wrong choices, or someone could influence you to make the wrong choices here, leading you to make some expenses which you were not planning on doing. And then later on, you would regret those decisions and expenses as well, like buyer's remorse. And also on these days, you want to be mindful of your energies, as the energies are kind of low. You're feeling like you want to self-isolate. You're not feeling very social on these days. You're feeling very self-reflective on these days. So you could also feel very lonely on these days as well, because you don't want to be around anyone. And you also feel that people around you are not being as supportive as they could be. Now, moving on the 14th, 15th, these are good positive days for you. This is where now your energies are shifting into a more positive light. You want to focus on yourself. You want to focus on the decisions you've made in the past couple of days. Now, if you did, overlook the fact that, you should keep your decisions pending and you did make a wrong choice and decision, you'll definitely reflect on that decision on the 14th and 15th. So definitely make the most of that energy if you can. Now, moving on to the 16th, 17th, and 18th. This is really good energy for you. This is your money days. So the money flow is really good on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. You'll see that the money flow is very fluid on these days. You should have more money in your wallet on these days. There's less restraint as far as money on these days. If you need to borrow money, if you need to get money back that you've lent out, good days for you to get it back. If you're someone in the market, this is also a good time for you to maybe look at taking profits as well. Now, if you're someone who plays the lotto, these are great days for you to do that scratch and win as well. These are favorable days for you as regarding your money. And also these days is where your self-worth is also highlighted. How you present yourself within the family, your your words, your speech, they hold more weight on these days as well. Your family members are willing to hear you out on these days as well. So make the most of that energy. Now, moving on to the 19th and 20th. These are happy days with your siblings. This is where you're enjoying time with your siblings as well, especially the younger siblings. Good energy with them. Now, as the month moves ahead to the 21st and 22nd, again, very good positive days for you. So 21st, 22nd, and 23rd actually are very loving, happy, supportive days, especially the energy with your mom are very positive on these days. You should get the love and respect and support that you desire from her on these days. If you need to have a chat with her, spend some time with her on these days, you'll really, really enjoy this energy with her. You're very happy at home on these days. Now, moving on to the 24th, 25th. This is where, again, very positive energy. This is where your creativity is on a high note here. So this is a great time to do something creative. Spend time doing something as far as, your hobby, art, crafts, writing. Great time for that. To do something, go out and enjoy yourself. It's a very enjoyable few days for you as well. Now, moving on to the 26th, 27th, these are where you have to be mindful of your energies on these 2 days. The 26th and 27th, you could have issues related to health, such as cough, cold, flu, irritable bowel syndrome. You could eat the wrong foods and have a upset stomach. You're basically not feeling your best. You could be on your period on this day. You're just not feeling it on these days. Your energies are irritated on these days. And so you could easily get into a dispute with someone. And you'll also find that the energy around you is very irritated and the energy within you is very irritated. So it's much more easier to get into an argument with someone. So just be mindful of it and get past these 2 days and you shouldn't have any issue at all. Be mindful of your debts. Be mindful of your disputes on these days. If you have any court cases, be mindful of these days. You won't get a positive results if you do attend on these days. So maybe postpone them, reschedule them if you can to more favorable days in your chart. You'll see that the results will be more in your favor. Now, moving ahead to 28th and 29th, these are favorable days for you. These are days where there's more harmony around you, especially in terms of partnership. Now, if you're married, these are great days for you to spend with your spouse. You'll definitely see eye to eye and heart to heart on these days. You'll feel more supportive and connected on these days. Now, if you're someone who is in a business partnership, this is the day where you want to actually have that meeting with your partner because you'll be able to have self-respect and also mutual respect for each other and also understand where your partner is coming from. Have that meeting because you'll definitely be able to have mutual outcome where both partners are happy on this day. Now, moving on to the 30th and 31st, this is where you have to be a little bit mindful of your energies as the energy is, it's a very stressed kind of energy. So mentally, emotionally, even physically, the energies could be not in your favor. So you're a little bit stressed. So maybe lay low on these days. Now, let's do a quick recap of the month of March. So basically the 2nd, 3rd, the 11th, 12th, 13th, the 26th, 27th, the 30th, and 31st. Those are the days where you have to be a little bit mindful in regards to health, debt, disputes, expenses, stress. So be mindful, maybe rearrange your schedule that, if you're looking to achieve anything, whether it's work, whether it's court dates, whether it's other, relationship type issues, be mindful of these energies on these days. Just lay low and let these energies pass. And when it comes to the more favorable days, that's where you want to plan out, do your work on those days, do your meetings, do your, have your get-togethers on those days. So you have more positive outcomes. Use the energy that the universe is giving you. Now, moving on to your money days. Your money days are the 16th, 17th, and 18th. This is where you'll see that the money is actually coming in easy on these days. Again, this is not financial advice, so do speak to a professional regarding your finances. So the 16th, 17th, 18th, great money days for you to take profit. If you want to learn from the markets, then definitely I would say that the 24th, 25th are good days for you to learn about the market. And if you want to invest further into the market, then the 9th and 10th are great days for you to look at your portfolio and see where you could invest further. And in regards to your honey days, love and romance. Now, if you're married, the 28th and 29th are great days for you to spend with your spouse, to make that connection and to build that bond, even the first of the month. So the 1st, the 28th and 29th, great days for married couples. Now, if you're single, then I would say the 24th and 25th are great days for you to have that date to go out and be spontaneous with your loved one. Do something romantic. And if you're looking to use the universal restorative energy of the month, then that would be the 14th and 15th. This is where you want to focus on yourself, rejuvenate yourself, gather your mental, emotional, physical strength, and that would be the 14th and 15th. So make the most of that energy. Now, if you want to see how you would handle the month of March on a more emotional level, then you want to look at your Vedic moon sign, and that will tell you how you will handle the month of March on a more emotional level. If you're looking at how to plan these dates and how to actually work with these dates, then you want to look at your Vedic ascendant sign. Okay, so this is for Virgo Ascendant. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to bookmark this video so you can refer back to it. And also take a screenshot so you can refer back to it. And while you're at it, check me out on YouTube for some more astrology, numerology videos. I am always uploading new things on a weekly and daily basis. So do check me out there. Thank you so much for watching today.